Hi guys, Dan here from Pool Shark Coaching, and in today's video I'm going to be going through how you can break like a pro. So we're going to go through the front ball break. So I've already set up this rack. So the first thing I'll say is the break is a very important part of the game of pool, because the better you break, the more opportunities you are going to have to completely annihilate your opponents. You need opportunities to be able to dish up, win frames and win matches. A lot of people do struggle with the break, but today we're going to go through that. Now, first thing I'll say is I use a specialty break cue. So I currently use the firing line break cue. And the main reason I like to use a break cue is because it helps save the tip on my playing cue, and my break cue does have a bigger tip at 10 mil, and it's a polymer plastic, so it's nice and hard. So with the break, I like to use a front ball break. You can do a cut break from the side. Front ball break is definitely the most popular. I like to position my cue ball just to the left of the center. I like the idea of hitting the pack from an angle and sending that force on an angle rather than straight through the pack. But to be honest, it doesn't matter too much. It really depends on what you like. Now, what most people get wrong with the break is they don't actually follow through and deliver the cue and accelerate through the cue ball. And so they don't really generate a lot of power through the cue ball, so they're not getting nice splits. So what you need to do is aim nice and low. You want to put screw into this, or at least a stun, because you want the cue ball to stay in the middle of the table. If you're screwing into the front of the pack, you want the cue ball to screw back, maybe come off the bulk rail, come back into the middle of the table, or you might find the cue ball might just sit in the middle of the table. That's what you're aiming for. It doesn't always happen that way, but you want to finish with the cue ball in a position where it's going to give you the most options if you pot a ball, right? So you're hitting directly into the front of the pack, nice and low on the cue ball, okay? Make sure that you're aiming directly into that front ball. Don't just be lazy. Make sure you're hitting directly into that front ball. You don't want to hit the side, because then the cue ball will splay off and you won't deliver a lot of power and force into that pack, and you won't get a nice split. All right, so the other thing is, as you follow through, make sure you do accelerate and you keep the cue nice and low to the bed of the table. A lot of players, what you'll find is as they cue, they scoop up and they do this, and they're not in contact with the cue ball long enough to really generate lots of force and power. All right, so let's give this a go. So again, nice and low on the cue ball. Make sure you're aiming dead center. Something like that. So the cue ball has come back slightly on an angle, but look at this nice split I've got. I've got choice of yellows, even reds if I want to. I would probably take on yellow, see how to play this plant. And then you've got yellow, yellow, pretty much yellows in the middle of the table, ready to dish up. And in fact, while I'm here, let's try and do that. So I'll put my break cue away and see if I can mop up this table, even though this video wasn't about mopping up, but it seems a little bit too good to pass up. I'll just run through this. So as you can see, nice break, giving me a really good opportunity to mop up and take the frame. And there you have it. That's why the break's very important. So Remember, as you're coming through the cue ball, nice and low, keep the cue accelerating through the cue ball, get a nice split, and hopefully you land up in a position like that where you've got all your balls on, a nice easy opener, and you can just keep running racks. Give it a go. Best of luck. Any comments, chuck them in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel. Have a great day.